Want better results from your workouts? The secret may be progressive overload, a simple strategy that helps you build strength by gradually increasing intensity. And it's especially powerful for women over 40. And to explain and show us how this all works, fitness coach Alicia Erickson, founder of Midlife Maven, is back.
Thank you for having me back.
We love having you on here. So explain progressive overload and why it works.
Okay, I'm going to try to kind of explain it in the most basic way. A lot of times what women are tending to do is piecemeal their workouts, where they're kind of taking random workouts, putting them together, not really following a structured plan. And then they're not really changing up their weight loads. They're doing the basic same 10-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells for their workouts week in and week out, and then they're wondering why nothing is changing.
That's me.
So that's where progressive overload comes in. So ideally, you would be following a specific weightlifting program, whether it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, 4 days, 5 days, whatever it might be, whatever works for your schedule. But you're going to be following that program for at least 4 to 6 weeks. You're going to be repeating the same movements each week, but you want to progressively overload those movements. So you're not just doing the same 10-pound dumbbells each week, right? You want to push yourself. Those last 2 to 3 reps in your set should feel like you're questioning your life. Like, can I actually push these reps out? It should be exerting. You should be pushing yourself. And even if it means, you're saying, okay, I did 10-pound dumbbells last week, I'm going to try to do 12 pounds this week, or I'm going to try to do 15 pounds this week. Even if that means you do less reps, maybe you did 10 reps last week, I'm going to do 8 reps instead, even if that means I can increase my weight. That is what is going to challenge your muscle, and that is how your muscle is going to grow. Your muscle's not going to grow if you're not applying progressive overload.
It makes sense. Yeah. And I've been wondering what I'm doing wrong. And you always tell me, and I love it. So why is this way of lifting too great for women over 40?
Well, I mean, honestly, it applies to everybody, but especially as we are aging, it is so important for us to maintain our muscle mass. And let me tell you, ladies, you can put on muscle no matter what your age. But we are facing sarcopenia, osteopenia, which is age-related muscle loss, and bone loss. We do not want to lose our independence as we get older. We want to be agile and strong and powerful and able to do things that carry us through to the end of our life. We want quality years. So that's why it's so important.
Absolutely. You're going to show me some of these moves and what you mean by progressive overload.
So I've got a set of 10-pound dumbbells and I've got a set of 12-pound. You're going to do these.
Okay.
Hold on, put those down.
I'm like, thank you.
Because we're going to show you how you progress. So you're going to do 10-pounders.
I was going to say.
Sorry, I was handing them to you.
I'm like, what's happening? Why am I going heavier?
So we're going to do some bicep curls, okay? So you can even just do singles, or you can do, I like those. Those are outer bicep curls. Those are great. Okay, so say you're doing your reps. You're getting to close to, the end of your set. You're feeling it. You're just like, you're almost like shaking. You can't get the rest of them out, okay?
Okay.
So you've done your set. You've done your work for the week. You're going to come back, next week or the week after, and you're going to say, okay, I feel like I'm ready to go up the next weight. I'm coming back to these exact same bicep curls. It's whatever you're doing on a Thursday. You do back and biceps, whatever that might be, or you just do a full upper body day. You're going to come back and you're going to say, okay, I think I'm going to go to the 12s.
Okay, we're going to do it.
You're going to say, I'm picking up the 12s. I'm feeling good. I did 10 reps last week. This feels heavy to me.
It does feel heavier.
And it could be whatever weight that is for whatever, is going to put you at those last 2 reps really, really difficult. But even if it is, 6 reps, 7 reps, 8 reps, it needs to be really challenging by the end of your set. Really, really, but you're still maintaining your form, and that's one thing I want to always make very clear. You don't want to lose your form. You don't want to use your technique, so you're still able to maintain your form, but you're pushing really hard by the end, and that's how you're going to progressively overload. So another thing you can do, so go back to doing your bicep curls. You could almost, a way to progressively overload without increasing the weight is just even go slower with your movement, or you could come halfway down, and then go back up.
Ooh.
Okay, and then go all the way back down. So you can almost do like a 1.5 rep to make it more challenging if you're not ready to increase. So there's different ways you can progressively overload, or you can add reps. So there's different ways about it, but the bottom line is staying at the same weight forever and ever and ever is not going to challenge your muscles. Not following a specific program is not going to challenge your muscles. Just doing things all over the place and not having a plan or a program, it's not going to work.
And you have a big social media following, so where can people find you? Because I love following you for all of your advice.
So sweet. Alicia E, ALICIAE, that's my social media. I post recipes, workouts. I do a lot of motivational talk because a lot of stuff is about mindset. I'm big on mindset. But yeah, that's where I can be found.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here today, and we're going to have you back. And thank you to you all for spending time with us today. You can check our website for more of our content, and you can always send us an email to share your thoughts. Don't forget to enjoy your new day, and we'll see you next time.